Et les chantons, les opas, les isons, les thés, on mange les tons, les teaspoons, les roux. Bonjour les opas, les gens les opas, nos on les tui, tui, oi, shiona, no, le ro, mo le do, no le do de meri, do de jo, le de do, je de, opa, opa, opa.
Yeah! Hello, my dudes. So, those spicy chicken nuggets were disappointing. I'll admit, I lost some faith in humanity for a few hours there. But am I supposed to just sit here and accept the fact that McDonald's lost its greatest opportunity at creating one of the best food products in the world in spicy chicken McNuggets? Well, maybe I should. But that's not what I do with this channel. So instead, we're back here at 1 a.m. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make our own spicy chicken McNuggets. Except it's not McNuggets because I'm not sponsored by McDonald's, nor have I ever worked in McDonald's. So I'm just gonna make my own nuggets to have vindication against that batch of chicken nuggets that I received. Mark my words, this time for sure, I am taking this cooking video seriously because chicken nuggets is where I draw the line. This line that they crossed. How are you gonna call spicy chicken nuggets spicy when the spice that I'm getting is pepper? It's not even like cayenne pepper or anything special. No, it's just like straight up black pepper. Let's make these chicken nuggets. To start off this super duper serious video, we have a problem. I don't have ground chicken. What I do have is leftover chicken breast and chicken skin from when I cooked chicken katsu curry for dinner last night. What we're gonna do is we're gonna blend that chicken using the bullet. Because second problem, I do not have a food processor nor a meat grinder. But we stay serious. Boom! Chicken skin. There's a whole bone in here. I will just remove that. Since I have extracted this wishbone, I will play the wishbone game on my own. Up, I won. That means you have to like, share, and subscribe, my dude. The wishbone says so. Serious! So now I have the meat inside the blender. You know the drill. Time to get back in there and just... Okay, so literally about 10 seconds into blending, the chicken skin got caught in the blades. It still works. I realized that I should finely chop the chicken meat first before putting it in the blender. So I'll do that with the mush that I have right now, and then I'll put it back in, and then we'll just repeat the whole process. This is serious! Let's do it. Slight preview of what blended meat looks like. I don't know if that's close to ground meat, but I hope that it is. I really hope that it is. Yeah, this is going according to plan. McDonald's, why couldn't you just have made good chicken nuggets?
A few moments later.
Alright, I think I have cut up the chicken skin and chicken meat to small enough chunks that the blender can probably handle it now. So I'm just going to put it back. We're gonna blend it. That has to be the grossest thing I have ever done. I will see you once this is blended. If I panic, I will not show it because this is a serious video about serious chicken nuggets. That's it. That's good enough. I don't care anymore. We will let it be. It looks finely ground. I think that's good enough. It's not perfect, but that is just part of our scope and limitation. So we'll move on and we'll just power through. We will power through and we will get these spicy chicken nuggets. And those dogs just disrupted me. So I got this covered up already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it in the freezer while I prepare the batters. And yeah, we'll just prepare that. So for the batter, I'm going to need 3 containers. Because this is so unnecessarily complicated that it requires 3 different types. Let's get on with it. So for the first container, it will have the thin batter that only needs just half a cup of water and an 1/8 cup of cornstarch. One batter down. The second container will have the flour mixture. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, supposedly a teaspoon of celery powder, but I don't have that, so I'll be using a teaspoon of garlic powder. The secret ingredient, 1/4 teaspoon
of MSG.
And lastly, a teaspoon of white ground pepper. Then we just mix that together. You know what? I think we can go with a little bit more of cayenne pepper. Yeah, that should be good. Okay? For the third and final container, I'll just be putting 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, an 1/8 cup of cornstarch, a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/3 cup of cold water, and last and definitely the least, 1 egg. Then we just have to mix it all together. And there you have it, the thin batter, the flour mixture, and the tempura batter. Now we can get on with our chicken. Now that our chicken is stiffened and seems about ready to be molded and formed into good spicy chicken nuggets, we're just going to season it a bit. So the seasoning will contain 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a little less than 1/4 teaspoon of MSG, and 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. And you know what? Let's add some cayenne pepper to that. And just make sure you give it a good little mix because you don't want it to be salty on some parts and then just completely bland on the others. And now, it's time to start heating the oil in this magic fryer. I still have some oil in here because, like I said a while ago, I did cook some katsu. So, I'm just gonna be reusing that. Move over. I'll get like a ping pong ball sized amount of
Meat.
and I'll shape it into nuggets. And then that's what we're going to pass through this set of mixtures. We got 1 nugget. We'll just put it through the thin batter first. And then the flour mixture. And then the tempura batter. I'll let it sit in the tempura batter 1 at a time And then we'll dip it all in together. I'll make this one rectangular. This one I feel like is a triangle. This one I feel like is a donut. A munchkin. It's going to be a munchkin. That's a donut. So I guess you're gonna keep your donut round ball dreams, bro. I don't know what this one is. I'm just going to, you know what? Fast forward. Let's just fast forward.
3:28 a.m.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move you a little bit closer to the action so that you can see the nuggets. So this is the frying station. And I'm just gonna get each nugget and we're going to dip it in there. Nugget number 1! Okay, so we're just gonna have to leave that frying for about 5 to 7 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm going to wash my hands. Nuggets. Look, it stayed a triangle, kind of. The munchkin. The square rectangle. You know, if you really look at it, this one kind of looks like Reptar. Now, before I eat this, it still lacks something. Something very important and essential to the nugget eating experience.
Barbecue sauce.
So I'm going to make my own barbecue sauce as well. So the barbecue sauce I'll be making is very simple. Just in a container, I'll just have to mix a tablespoon of brown sugar, a tablespoon of ketchup, make that 2 tablespoons of ketchup, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. And what kind of chicken nuggets doesn't have spicy barbecue sauce? We'll be adding hot sauce. Just eyeball this one, like put as much as you want. As much as you can take. And then you just give it a little mix. Alright, now that I've cleaned up and the nuggets have cooled down, it is time for us to taste test this. So first, I'll be taste testing this triangular piece of chicken nugget. You know, he really wanted to be a triangle and he made it. I think that looks pretty accurate. Pretty good! Now, with our spicy barbecue sauce. I need some water.